Mount Ebit 21X. A human climbed the mountain and fell into the land of the monsters. To the monster's terror, the human began slaughtering any being that dared cross its path. No matter the effort it took to end the madness, it always ended in futility. Harnessing determination, the human would always triumph over even the most powerful monsters. However, someone was watching from afar. Massacres came and went until... Finally, they stumbled upon a mysterious door never before seen. Curiosity struck them, and they turned the doorknob. A strange figure stood in the center of the room, broken and motionless. Any sort of attempt to interact with it garnered no response. Suddenly, it left. The human fell unconscious. The invisible figure quickly started towards a little snowy town. There, it found a skeleton named Sans. To the figure's fertility, it found that the skeleton had great knowledge of many things. Seeing him as a valuable tool, it spoke to him frequently through his fantasies. It talked about many things. These many things included everything that the human had done. The massacres, the mayhem, and the plight. Of course, the skeleton's belief wavered tremendously. That was until the figure spilled not words, but experiences. The skeleton saw. The skeleton reeled in dread. He knew that he couldn't let this issue fester. He swore to his last breath that he'd be pulling out all the stops. Hey, you've been busy, huh? As always. So, I've got a question for you. But this time, it's a different one. How do you think your actions changed this world? Still not very outspoken, eh? Well, doesn't matter anyway. You can drop the act now. I already know everything. What am I gonna do now? Well, you'll see very soon. Let's just get to the point. It's a beautiful day outside, as usual. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, monsters like me can't afford not to care anymore. A nice throwback to the old times, sort of. But this is just the beginning. Finally, we are now here again with more knowledge inside of us. I will stand my ground with no more fear. You are just a disease begging more. got a bit of good inside your soul, following this path that led you to your certain demise. Just face a fate that you will now need. All of your friends who tried to help you, then instead of a bloody smile, you looked at them as just EXP. I will avenge those who have fallen. Once again, we are now here, falling for what you think is right. I don't understand what's so wrong all about your life. Why don't you just give up now? You can reset and do all of this. Lay down your knife now before it gets worse. All of those people that you have killed, they were all my friends and I cannot forgive you. I will avenge those who have fallen to you. Why are you so persistent? You don't understand these feelings flowing in my head. That man before told me all about your hate. Why must you continue? Just go back before this. Now I will spare you this time. Just die. You will not stay here anymore. You will die now. Please just go back here now. We can forget here now. Monsters are up to me, I will not let all of them down. It is now time to become free in a world that is ruled by us. Hey, kid. Mind taking a break for a bit? I could certainly use one right now. Look, kid. This isn't going anywhere. We both know that. And the man that's watching us right now, you would probably agree with that. I'm going to ask you for the last time. Why are you doing this? Is it because you're unhappy? Is it because of a certain desire for power? Or is this some sort of inside joke I'm not getting? In any case, you really gotta stop. All of the monsters, even the ones that tried to protect you, they died on your behalf without any good reason whatsoever. This is gonna sound stupid. Look, maybe we haven't got to understand each other. Maybe all you really need is a bit of acceptance. So, I will help you this time. But you're gonna be the one who will take the first step, okay? Come on, kid. I believe in you. Huh. Look at that. I can tell by the look in your eyes that this isn't too familiar. You still got me. How could you, of all things, understand this? Wanna know why I've just given up? Why I've become lazy? There's just no point. No matter what, hopes and dreams will always shatter and fall back to zero. Monsters like us seem to be there only to bend to your will as if you're some sort of god. They're either there to act as side characters to your oh-so-magnificent journey, or they're just there to die. Doesn't that get under your skin in any way? Our suffering for your pleasure? God. When will there ever be a good ending? Huh? Everyone is relying on me to beat you. I will not give it a second thought on you. I will destroy everything that you have loved. I will avenge those who have fallen to you. Prepare now, cause I'm gonna dunk you much harder. This is how I will stop your evil plan now. Here at last, someone's only goal to kill me. Many resets have made you immune to me, but this is not the first time that I have won. This is how I will stop your final plan. New worlds falling from an alternate timeline. Here you are making everything worse, you see. Every time you win, more portals open to us. We can see what could have happened to you. Space and time shouldn't be messed with. He told me that I would destroy everything if I used it. Now I see that I wouldn't have needed it if you weren't such a huge piece of trash. My bro said he could talk you down from this path. Now we see that he was wrong. He gave you every chance in the world, and if he knew what you'd do, then you'd be dead now. Falling upon us with determination does to us, but I needed it to survive. Standing here with a knife in your grasp, now I see you'll never change from before. Suffering, death, pain, melting. Everyone is relying on me to beat you. I will not give it a second thought on you. I will destroy everything that you have loved. I will avenge those who have fallen to you. So much pain, I will lose it. Here at last, someone's only goal to kill me. Many resets have made you immune to me, but this is not the first time that I have won. This is how I will stop your final plan. I am losing my mind. I can continue now. I'm sorry, but life is too cool for us. Who am I kidding? Even if I tried harder, I still can't beat you. 'Cause you're determined to go forward. And you won't stop until you finish your goal. I have given up hope now. I can't go any further. I have failed to stop you, kid. Sorry, everyone. 'Cause I am still that lazy skeleton after all. What just happened? Oh, hey there. I see that you finally arrived, huh? You think that you have won, but you are wrong. This is only the beginning. Now it's time for us to save the rest of the monster kind. Do you enjoy all the suffering that you've caused? All your friends begging you to just stop this. Why must you do all this genocidal path? Why must you and every friendship you cross our soul's enigma? They shine upon you. You're facing one last fear from your past. You forgot about him, but he did not forget. Let's end this once and for all, and now it's time to fight. Say goodbye. An encounter is just what you wanted. Everyone fleeing from your madness. Those suffered blood turning into ashes. No more words can describe what you must feel. I tried to see the good inside you. Now I understand what's inside you. Just a demon trying to escape, but I won't let that ghost escape. But you know what you're doing. Time to say goodbye to all of your friends. Sadly not, you have already ended them. You've opened something bigger than you can manage, but now it's time to show all of your power. Genocide was not something you intended before this. something burned inside you for you to wake up. Now I understand why you're doing this. You just need to wake up now. Please now just go back human. And now save all those who have fallen. Stand up leading those to safety. After I end this murderous rage, as you will take all the souls to free us. No one can stop us, we all command. But you won't stop until you have won. Papyrus knew there was good in you, and he fell down turning into ashes. But I'll stop you standing on my ground. Why must you continue on this path, please? Can't you just see all the truth? But it is all just a lie. I can't trust anyone anymore. Those fallen to a knife held by you, they scream, why must you do all the things that you do? Just give up and we may all forgive you. Maybe not, but it's just a predicament. Space and time was just a thing I wanted to do. Guess I said only time will tell now. Losing hope in this world, wanting to go back to where I belong. We want to go back to a world we can love, but you have taken everything from the only people we have ever loved. Just let go of your hope, just let us take your soul. Just let us go back to what we used to know. You can't win this fight, our determination ain't fight back. But now it's time to just say goodbye. Why must you continue on this path like this? We are loved, but you crushed it underground. Time to give that all I have, time to say goodbye. Time to die, cause we all have one now. Why must you end our lives like this here now? Please just don't ever do this in another world now, human. I beg of you, don't do this all over again. We all just wanna die here in the underground. Papyrus? Is that you? I'm coming, brother. Gotcha! What? Did you really think that I would let you go that easily? Oh, please. You would never forget about your best friend, would you? Well, so much for trying to be by your side. Anyway, I brought you a little surprise. While you were fighting Smiley Trash Bag right there, the king himself has spectated you all along. And he also heard the best parts. Isn't that right? Indeed. However, it seems pretty unfortunate for you, pal. This is the end of your journey. Golly, and to think that you have wasted all your efforts just to get to the ending. Well, there you have it. It's a dead end. Let's just get this over with. Quite frankly, I never wanted to do this again. But it's obvious by now. You have no redeem. Everywhere you were going, you sought destruction and havoc. And each and every moment, it was my kind who endured all that suffering. But now, I'm willing to put an end to this once and for all. Farewell, human. don't seem very content with your accomplishment. I thought reaching the surface was your primary goal. Did something happen to that?
Yes. Getting to the surface was my primary goal. And I finally managed to destroy the barrier after a very, very long time. But as if that barely matters anymore, I've lost hundreds of innocent monsters to a child whose sole objective was to destroy and eradicate each and everything they see. And what's even more unfortunate is, that's not only their fault, but mine as well. If only I had taken action much earlier, maybe things wouldn't have looked so grim right now. Whatever that skeleton said earlier, he was right. All this time, I barely have done anything to prevent this. I have failed to save my kind from mass genocide. I have failed to take action when it truly mattered. And most importantly, I have failed to take this one human child down. Until now.
Well, as grim as the situation turned out to be, look at the brighter side of it. You finally managed to put an end to this human's reign of death. And you stopped from fully exterminating all monster kind.
I believe you're right. Well, since we're here now, I believe it's finally time. Elphys? Let the monsters get ready. It's time to move to the surface.